I need to tell you something, and I'm still processing this myself. Two people were digging on you, like deliberately, not just talking, not just being jealous. They were actively trying to find something on you, something they could use to break you down or damage your reputation. And when I realized what was happening, it actually scared me, because I could feel how calculated this was. They were not casually gossiping, they were searching, looking through things, paying attention to every move, waiting for proof you are not who you claimed to be. Your phone, your messages, your daily life, these became evidence, and you probably felt it. You felt watched, you felt like something wasn't right. And here is what I want you to know right away. That feeling you had, that instinct that something was wrong, you were not paranoid. You were not imagining it. You were sensing the truth. This is the validation you've been needing. You were not being unfair to them. You were not being judgmental. You were picking up on something real intention, real malice, real conspiracy. And the fact, how should I say that? And the fact that you felt it, even when you couldn't always articulate it, shows how deeply turned your intuition actually is. You could feel the darkness even when you couldn't see the details. That's not weakness, that's sensitivity, that awareness. That's you being connected to something bigger than the surface level lies. Here is the thing about people who conspire against you like that. They don't operate the way you do. When you're a good person, you assume others have the same baseline of conscious. Yeah. You assume if someone's got dirt on you, they found something genuinely wrong. But these two people, they are comfortable with manipulation. They are used to twisting things. They don't have that internal brake that stops you. So they are looking for dirt on you. Your computer, your relationships, your past, anything. And they genuinely believed they'd find something, because in their world, everyone has shadows. Everyone's got something to hide. So they projected that outward. They assumed you had to have it too. But here is where it gets interesting. Here is where I actually felt relief wash over me. And I want you to feel it too. They couldn't find anything. And I don't mean they didn't look hard enough. I mean they looked and turned up empty. Not because you are perfect. We both know that's not real. But because you are genuinely good. Your mistakes were not malicious. They were human. They were things you learned from. They were missteps that actually shaped you into who you are now. You were not walking around creating chaos. You were not manipulating people for fun. You were not breaking trust on purpose. And when people are looking for evidence of darkness, and all they can find is growth, all they can find is integrity, all they can find is someone who's actually trying, something shifts in them. Yes, something shifts in them. This is the part that's going to change how you see yourself. Your goodness isn't just something nice about you. It's literally a shield. It's like armor. It's like armor. It's like that moment in those hero movies where the villain realizes their weapon won't penetrate the protector's shield. They are confused, frustrated, terrified even, because they have built their entire arsenal around breaking people. And you are unbreakable. People who operate in darkness, people who live in manipulation and control, they understand one language, only one language. They understand weakness. They understand cracks. They understand leverage points. They are trained to spot the fractures in someone's character and use them. It's how they survive. It's the only game they know how to play. But you don't have those fractures. Not the kind they are looking for, not the kind they can exploit. Think about what your goodness actually means. It means you tell the truth even when a lie would be easier. It means you feel responsibility for how your actions affect people. It means you take accountability. These aren't weaknesses. These are walls. Real walls built on something that can't be destroyed, on character. And character doesn't crack under pressure the way lies do. This is what they couldn't understand. This is what terrified them. When you are looking for proof that someone's bad and you can't find it, when you keep digging and the ground is solid all the way down, that's terrifying for someone like them. Because it means you are not like them. It means you can't be cornered the way they cornered other people. You are untouchable, not because you are perfect, but because you are real. That's it. That's the truth. What I'm about to say might sound a little out there, but stay with me, because you are going to feel the truth of it all in your body, even in your body. When these two people couldn't find anything malicious on you, when they came up empty after all their searching, when they realized that every corner they turned, every avenue they explored, every angle they tried, it all led to the same conclusion. You are actually good. You are actually real. They hit a wall made of authenticity. And authenticity is the one thing that people living in darkness can't fake, can't replicate. They can mimic goodness for a while. They can perform integrity, but it always cracks eventually because it's not real. Your authenticity isn't a performance. It's baked into how you move through the world. People who aren't authentic, people who are always calculating, they struggle to believe authenticity exists in others. They think everyone's lying. They think everyone's faking it. When they encounter someone living from a real place, something doesn't compute. They think you are hiding it better. They can't wrap their head around the fact that you are just like that all the time. That's not the mask, that's you. That's real you. But you are. That's the thing. You are like that all the time because your heart is actually pure. And I mean that. Your capacity for compassion, your ability to feel what other people are feeling, your protective instinct when something's wrong. That's not an act. That's you. That's your baseline. You have a conscience. You have morals. Real ones. The kind that aren't flexible depending on whether anyone's watching. So these two people, they are failing. They are coming up empty and they know it. And knowing that they are failed, knowing that you are genuinely good, knowing that they can't touch you because there is nothing to touch. That bothers them. It bothers them because it means they are wrong about you. It means their entire theory about you collapses. And people like that hate being wrong. They hate losing control. And you are out of their control. You always have been. And here is where I got scared, actually. Here is where something actually shifted in what I was picking up on. Someone sent a message. I don't know if it was warning or intervention or the universe saying enough is enough, but something gave them a final warning. Do not continue down this path. Back off. Back off. This is your last chance. And this is the part that moved me so deeply. This is where I actually felt the presence of divine protection. Your audience has this belief, and they are right to have it. A high power is actually defending you. I'm not being metaphorical here. There is active intervention happening on your behalf. The universe doesn't just passively watch good people suffer. It steps in. It says no, and that's what happened. And the crazy thing is that they heard it. They actually received the message in their gut, in that deepest part of themselves that can't lie. They heard it. There is a part of them still connected to consciousness that heard this warning. They feel it in their chest, like a hand on their shoulder, like a voice cutting through the noise. They know they have been warned. They know if they keep going, there are consequences bigger than you could ever bring. This is cosmic, this is karmic. This is the universe itself drawing a line and saying, this person is protected. You cannot cross this boundary. The fear they are experiencing right now isn't fear of you. You don't scare them in that way. What terrifies them, what I could feel radiating off of this whole situation, is the fear of knowing that something bigger than them just intervened. The fear of understanding that they are not fighting you. They are fighting forces they can't see, can't control, can't negotiate with. The moment of consequence, the moment of natural return, they are trapped now between knowing they should stop and being unable to stop. They are frozen in that space between the warning and the final action. And I could feel how terrified they are, not of you, but of what comes next, of what they have already set in motion, of the fact that they can't unsee what they have seen about themselves through your eyes. through your eyes, of knowing that they failed, of knowing that you are untouchable, of knowing that the game is over. The relief I felt, the thing that scared me a little at first, but then became this quiet certainty. It's that you don't have to do anything, you don't have to fight, you don't have to prove yourself. The people who conspired against you have already been warned. They have already been told to stop. And deep down, they know they are not going to win this. What's happening to them, what I am seeing happening around them, it's not punishment. Actually, it's not punishment. It's the natural result of the energy they put out. When you operate from manipulation and darkness for long enough, it comes back to you, not because of magic, but because you can't build anything real on a foundation of lies. You can't sustain anything on manipulation. Eventually, the structure collapses, and the people around them are starting to back away. They are starting to feel the weight of it. They are starting to distance themselves before the consequences reach them too. You are safe. I need you to hear that clearly. I need you to feel it settling into your bones right now. You are not in danger. You're not under threat. You're not constantly being watched by something malevolent with endless energy and intent. You are protected by something that's far more powerful than two people with bad intentions. You are protected by the fact that you are good. You are protected by the integrity that runs through you like a current. You are protected by the fact that your energy is light, and light has a way of revealing everything around it, of exposing what's real and what's false. You are protected by forces that are actually paying attention, that are actually invested in your well-being, that are actually working for you, not against you. And I'm not talking about something passive. I'm talking about active intervention. I'm talking about cosmic yes being turned toward you at the exact moment you needed it most. I'm talking about the universe itself saying this one is off limits. If you have been feeling paranoid, if you have been feeling watched, if you have been carrying fear in your chest and checking over your shoulder, if you have been exhausted from the weight of being targeted, I want you to know that I felt it too. I felt that exhaustion when I was picking up on this, that bone deep tiredness that comes from being targeted. That's real. And I want you to call that energy back to yourself right now. That's not yours to carry anymore. Take a breath. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel the space around you. Feel the difference. That fear isn't yours. That paranoia isn't yours. That weight isn't yours to bear. That's the projection from the people who are terrified of you, who are obsessed with you, who want something from you that you are never going to give them. You have been carrying their fear instead of your own peace. But not anymore. Not anymore. They are the ones living in fear now, not you. Not anymore. This is your moment of release. The final warning has been issued. The people who dug on you now know, at the deepest level, beyond any doubt, in the place inside them that can't rationalize or deny, that they cannot win, they cannot break you, they cannot corrupt you, they cannot touch the core of who you are. They cannot make you doubt yourself the way they doubt themselves. And that knowledge, that certainty, is already starting to unravel everything they have built on lies. Not because you did anything, but because the universe itself said no. Because something bigger than all of them stood up and said this is over. And that's real, that's happening, that's not metaphorical, that's karmic machinery already in motion. The energy you put into the world, the goodness you've been putting out, the integrity you've been living from, that's coming back to you now. It's not a nice thought. It's not wishful thinking. It's karmic. It's actual karmic return. Think about that. Every time you chose to tell the truth when it would have been easier to lie, every time you helped someone even when it cost you, every time you admitted you were wrong and meant it, every time you showed up as yourself unapologetically, that energy is returning to you now. It multiplied. It's amplified. It's coming back as abundance, as protection, as opportunity, as the right people showing up at the right moment, at the right time. And the energy they put out, the manipulation, the darkness, the conspiracy, the calculated attempts to destroy you, that's coming back to them always. Not as punishment from some external force, just as natural return, just as natural return, as consequence. It's like gravity. Yeah, it's like gravity, like a boomerang. Like the universe balancing itself out. What you sow, you reap. That's not religion, that's physics. That's how energy works. They planted seeds of darkness. They are harvesting darkness, and they know it. They can feel it starting. You are going to feel the shift. It's that quiet certainty that something has changed. It's that sense of relief you can't quite explain. It's that knowing in your gut that you are safe, that you have been protected all along. The fight is already over. You already won. You just didn't realize it until now. So take that knowing, hold it close, let it become your new reality. You are safe, you are protected, you are divinely protected, defended. The people who conspired against you have been warned for the final time. The universe has spoken. The machinery is in motion. What's coming for you is everything you deserve. Everything you have earned through your integrity. Everything that's been waiting for you on the other side of this darkness. And listen to me. You're not waiting for justice anymore. You're not waiting for karma to catch up. It's already has. It's already here. The scales are already balancing. You are stepping into a new season where what you give is what you get back multiplied. Where your peace is protected. Where your name is cleared. Where the truth about you becomes undeniable. This isn't hope. This is inevitability. You feel it too, don't you? That shift, that knowing, that's the truth settling into your bones.